Morning everybody. Got the band back together. Mr. Lightford, Mr. Keel, and somewhere over there is Mr. Briggs. So, as Daz calls it, the boy band. So we'll maybe give you a tune later on.
I want it that way.
Hey, good evening everybody. Bush Foster, Jetski Republic. That video there was myself, Daz Keel, Jeff Lakeford and Billy Briggs went out on Sunday, went for a spin around South Stradbroke Island, out through the jumping pin and and down the outside, so all the way down to Spit, back in, and a stop off at the usual feeding place, Tipplers. Which was a bit busy, I might add, very busy. Although they turned around the food pretty quick, so it wasn't too bad. So, so good evening, everybody. I hope everybody's had a great weekend. Post your comments and let us know what you were getting up to. I know we had Australia Day as well, so there's a few videos out there that are celebrating Australia Day. I've got one to show you, which I'll show you midway through the show, after I've done the roundup and the shout outs. Tonight, we don't have a guest on tonight, not through a lack of trying. I've tried to get a few different people to come on. They were too busy, not available, haven't responded, the time differences is just a bit too extreme at the moment. So I've got a surprise that I'm working on. I'm not saying anything at the moment, but next week, if I pull this off, this will be a pretty good one. I'll be pretty happy with this one if I manage to get our guest on next week. So fingers crossed, and we'll see how that goes. I'm not saying who it is unless they decide to tell somebody. So so fingers crossed for that one. It'll be pretty good if I get it. I've been trying since I've began the podcast way back in March of last year, and it's been a difficult task to try and pin them down. Fingers crossed it happens next Wednesday, so once it's definitely confirmed, I'll get it promoted and get it mentioned so people have an idea who it is that's coming on. So tonight, what are we going to do? Well, listen, we're going to cover their usual roundups. We're going to couple of shout outs to people, a couple of things that are going on. If you've got anything you want to say, any comments you want to make, put it in the chat group and we'll happily discuss it or raise it. Listen, my voice and my comments don't reflect any particular group, don't reflect any particular organisation. It's me, my personal view, and not because I've had it, fed to me from someone else or some other group. It's just my opinion. It's my thoughts on what's good, what's not, and maybe the way forward. So I don't expect anybody to listen to me. It's just the way I think. So so put your comments, drop your comments in the chat group. And we'll get we'll read them out if we've got anything worthwhile, and we'll go from here. So tonight, obviously, my setup is completely different. As you can see, I'm in a hotel room in downtown Brisbane. Believe it or not, I'm training this week with my work. and they agreed to put us all up in a hotel. So happy days. So I'm down at South Bank. Tomorrow's my last day training, so I get home tomorrow. I could have postponed the show and did it tomorrow night, but I'd rather keep to the Wednesdays as much as possible. Otherwise, things just go, they get nuts. So yeah, so we'll see how this all goes. So let's go. Let's get some right. So we're obviously at the weekend there we had the fifth round, I think it was, of the. Round 4 it was. My apologies. Round 4 of the New South Wales Summer Series or Watercross Series. I'll just flick the page over. Hopefully, everybody can see this. I know this was discussed yesterday. If anybody watches Bobby Cardone's 239 Race Corner, I know Billy sent this through to Bobby, and they talked about it yesterday. But it's not everybody that's got the time during the day when they're meant to be working to watch it. I couldn't watch it live. I had to watch it on playback, and I do know that I'm aware that he discussed this, mentioned it. So I've had a look at this. Some good numbers, some really good numbers. I'm actually pretty pleased. I think as an organisation themselves, New South Wales should be pretty proud of this and pretty happy with this turnout. Yeah, there might have been some areas where they maybe could have wanted a few more racers. There are a couple of smaller groups, but pretty much all the main ones are all pretty well represented. So we'll start at the top. I've got time here, so I'm not going to rush through it. Like I said, we'll get the racing stuff out of the way. There's only a couple of topics to talk about there, and then we'll move on to the to some rec stuff and what's going on the rec side. So yeah, so we got the Pro-Am lights. Jeff Kavanagh got the first. Daniel Majala got second. Taylor Porter came third. So well done to them. Daniel Offord and Sam Stride, well done for turning up and racing as well. Great stuff. Junior ski lights. What a number of people there. That's a pretty solid lineup for the juniors. Seven racers at the start line, and Lachlan Gibbons got the first. Ryan Lynch got second. Jess Denner got third. The Pro-Am stock 1500s. Taylor Porter got the first. Daniel Stenner got second, and Matt Gibbons got third. Dane Kruskos came on fourth. The beginners amateur stock run around. Dane got first. Ash Kendall, well done Ash, and amongst the boys, and Gracie, nice to see. So Ash got second. Matt Taylor got third. Great effort by the guys there. Let's see if this. Yep. I hope everybody can still see that. Okay. So hang on a second. I need to do something here. Billy, I'm not sure what's happened with your notifications, mate. You might have to switch them on your platform on Facebook. So I'm not sure what's happened. Billy's saying he can't get his notifications working. If anybody else has had that issue and haven't been notified that the show is on, then could you let me know and I'll check, but I'm pretty sure it'll be at your end through your own notifications. You might have to just click a tab on the page, which will enable it. So yeah, Billy, I'll check, I'll double check, but I'd be pretty sure it's at your end. All right, so the Pro-Am women's runabout. I don't know if that was a combined. Oh, wait a minute, we've got some races missing. Hang on a second. No, wait a minute. Yep, we have. That's old ones. All right, so we'll go with this one here. So this is a Pro-Am rec lights. Daniel Majala got first, Dane Krusko second, and Corinne Pilat got third. We got the Pro-Am naturally aspirated runabouts. Gavin Cox got first, Andrew Gordon second, and AJ got third. Well done, guys. Seb fourth, Darrell Apps fifth. Nice one, well done. The Pro-Am stock runabout. Rob Bray was first, Lucas Sandrin second, Paul Baisley was third. Great effort, guys. Ash is in and amongst them as well, so she's giving the boys a run for their money. So well done. The Pro Experience GP runabout is Paul Levin. Paul, great to see you back, mate. You're obviously going for the Nationals, so good luck with that. Takes out first place. Les Cook got second. Mitch Wyatt got third. Paul and Rob, I'm actually quite surprised with that. I thought they'd be up there, and maybe Kylie. And I see Jamie Eady from one of my sponsors, Brisbane Kawasaki, down there as well, competing. Looks like he's maybe going for a place in the Nationals as well. So well done to everybody that showed up for that. Let's just go back to that other page. Like I said, the women's Pro-Am runabout was Ash and Gracie first and second. The Pro-Am naturally aspirated. I'm no doubt that organisers would have wanted more people in that one, and I don't know what the issue is with that, but Jay took out the first anyway, first place. I'm not sure if that was all combined together, just to rather than him racing on his own. It may have been included with the stock runabouts. I'm not entirely sure. Someone from New South Wales might be able to. What are you talking about, Billy, with me and Bobby? Are you giving a gut? Billy, that's meant to be a surprise. I don't even. It's not definite. It's not definite. He said he's going to do it, but he's not definite yet. So, thanks, Billy. Okay, so the Pro-Am stock runabout is Jason Majelli got first, Josh got second, Nuam got third, Gracie's fourth. Again, in there with the boys, shaking things up, so well done to Gracie for getting in and amongst there. The Enduro's Pro-Am experienced is Cliff and Kylie, a right family affair there, so first and second, well done to them. Yeah, so that's that one. Let me just give you a quick double check, because New South Wales have got, yeah, there we go, training day this coming weekend. So it's a training and tune day on Sunday. If you want to get down there and practice and learn, beginners, or even if you're just a seasoned veteran, they're having a practice day down at Chipping Norton. I'm assuming it's Chipping Norton. Details are on the New South Wales. Oh, Billy. Too late, mate. The horse is bolted. Too late. Guys, if anybody can read the comments in the Facebook feed, you'll see what's happened. So, yeah, Chipping, Billy's just confirmed. It's down in Chipping Norton. So, a practice and tune day this coming Sunday for those of you that want to fine-tune, learn how to fine-tune from some of the experienced riders down there and mechanics. But it's a chance for everybody to get together, get to know each other, learn from each other, make the sport better as well. And listen, don't just go down there just to ride your ski. If it's family and friends, hey, get down there and support them as well. Show them it means something to you as well as to them, because that makes a world for any rider that's racing, when you see people down there supporting them, even if it's not an actual race, but just for the sheer social involvement of being there with people. So yeah, get down there and it'll be a good day. Hopefully the weather holds off pretty good. I'm not sure what the forecast would be for down there, but it's a beautiful spot. So yeah, get down there and help out. Tickets, link to the tickets is on the New South Wales PWC Facebook page. They put the link in the thread, okay, in that post. So the link to it. So let's go Now, we're a bit out on this one, but I'm going to... Oh, what's happened? Have I lost internet? Oh, hang on a second. Right, we seem to be okay. Can I assume that everybody can still see what's going on with this stream? That you haven't lost it? I'm getting... It might be the bandwidth on the... I tried it on my phone and it, for some reason, wouldn't work on my phone for the internet. So I'm having to use the hotel internet, believe it or not, and I don't think the bandwidth is particularly great. So it could be a bit of a problem as I go through the show. All right, so let's get to Victoria. Now I don't know what's going on with them at the moment. They seem to have rebranded, or they're operating under a different name now. Jetting Victoria, I'm assuming, or it's Jetting is the functioning name. Alex Ewan, I don't know if he's on tonight, might be able to shed some light on that. I tried to get a hold of him beforehand, but no such luck. Let me get this open just now. Sorry, I'm just playing about here. Get this opened up. There we go. All right, so I'm trying to work a secondary laptop as well, because I've normally got two monitors and my main screen on my laptop, but I'm using the big TV here in the hotel room, my own laptop that I use for my streaming, and then I've got my works laptop, which I've got open with my streaming diversion setup that I've got that sends it to Facebook and YouTube, but also yeah, I've got my Facebook Jetski Republic page open as well, just to see how it's all looking. Yeah, so I don't know what's happened with obviously it used to be it's still VGSBA, but it's obviously got a company name that it trades under, which I don't think it had before. But it's changed in the past couple of days. But they have their Glen Maggie event coming up. Let's just get this on. Let's see. Yep, there we go. This is the Glen Maggie event, race weekend, 18th and 19th of February. Now, I've saw the last event they had down here. I didn't go to it personally. But the layout of the whole setup and layout and the clubhouse and everything is just a fantastic little venue. The setting's just great. It is a shame that it's about, I think it's about 3 hours away from Melbourne, or 2.5 hours away from Melbourne. But a cracking looking venue, and perfect for the boys to do the racing for the weekend. So the whole weekend revolves around, we'll put it, let's set those details up. So it's over 2 days. The Saturday is a training day, and it is mandatory, and a satisfactory pass is required for all riders to compete in Sunday's race events. Okay, so it's not just beginners, but everyone that's planning on racing needs to be in attendance on Saturday in order to be given a satisfactory pass by officials, so that you can compete the following day on Sunday. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Any questions? Yep, Billy, we're just going over that at the moment. Beginners, you'll be shown the track and follow your track coordinator in your class group. Then you'll each individually need to navigate the track correctly on your own. And then obviously if they're satisfied with that, you'll get a pass, and then you've got to complete an online questionnaire to compete in Sunday's race. So it'll be a reinforcement of what you've already been taught. So that's what the questionnaire will be. Sunday racing, everybody gets passed, the training day assessment and the beginners basic assessment or basic exam, Entries will be the 15th. Entries will close off on the 15th of February. Prior to the event class, yep. So that's prior to that particular weekend. They're offering an early bird entry, $180 up until the 4th. So you've got Saturday. You have until Saturday to get your early bird entry fee of $180. But after that, it will go to $230. So if you want to take advantage of the cheaper entry, you need to get in there pretty quick. Okay, so all right. So if you have any issues or any questions, drop a message to VJSBA or Alex Ewings, and they'll either it'll probably be Alex that answers you on the association page, but either way you'll get an answer back. It's all about being safe as a rider, conscious as a rider, and being aware of your surroundings. So the more practice we can get and the more understanding we can get as racers between each of you, then yeah, it reduces the risks involved with the sport. Okay, so there we go. That's the race stuff at the moment. I don't think there's really anything. There's nothing else happening in Queensland still. I know obviously Jamie was down at New South Wales racing. I don't know. I think the issue is trying to get discussions and meetings with the water department, MSQ, maritime safety people and all that. Sorry, Southeast Queensland's water, because they own the dams and stuff. But I think the departments are the issue at the moment, and a bit of red tape. Obviously, it's typical Queensland. Things that were in place before will have to be restarted most likely because, yeah, new people in charge now. So new people, new beginnings. So we'll see what happens. So hopefully Queensland can get something sorted out in the second half of the year. So we'll see how it goes. All right. So let's go back to this page here. All right. So before we go, last week was Australia Day. A lot of people out on the water. Too many for my liking. The water's not the issue. Being out on the water during that holiday day is not the issue. The biggest issue is the carnage and the upheaval that is displayed on at the ramps. A lot of ramps, but they're all busy. Some small, some big, but they're always jam-packed on Australia Day. Billy, you'll be able to testify to that, and anyone else that lives in this area. I don't know what it's like around the rest of Australia, but I would think if it's like that in Queensland, or especially southeast Queensland, it would most likely be the same in pretty much everywhere else in Queensland, in Australia, sorry. So yeah, it's a bit of an issue, but they won't build any more, so we've got to make do with it. Now, one of the biggest things, I was speaking to someone earlier on, and one of the pet hates that they have is disrespect shown to people at the ramps because they're taking too long and not getting out quick enough. You know, they're not getting their vehicles out of the way quick enough. So Alex Parder, police run an operation in Victoria which was needed given the amount of dumbasses on the water is dangerous. Alex, yeah, we've been reading a lot about what's been going on in Victoria, especially in, I think it's a particular area down there where it's happening. I believe it seemed to be one particular area, but I can't remember the beach. Jet ski riders, getting too close to the shoreline, too close to swimmers, and showing in a little or no respect for other other craft users. One of the footage that we showed I think it was last week or the week before, was a rider basically throwing the back end of his ski around and soaking people in a boat. And it was two young girls and whoever else happened to be there. But that, sorry, is a dumbass thing. Why would you do that? This is the last thing we need. It's that negative behaviour and dumbass behaviour that's going to cost everybody in the long run. It's a different vehicle you're riding. It's not a dirt bike. You wouldn't do it in a dirt bike. You wouldn't do it in a car. You know, well, you'd tune in a car and you'd kind of, you know, kick the tail end around in a dirt track. But why would you throw the back end of a jet ski around? You know, basically a missile that you're throwing at somebody. So Alex is saying it's the Mornington area, but he's in his local lake with a boat and ski, dangerous and reckless. Circle work inside the 5-knot zone, and no respect for towing tubes with kids, etc. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. There was a picture where it had, I can't remember the brand or whatever. Not that that's important, but it was a ski with 4 riders on it. One of them had their foot in a big ring, big inflatable ring, dragging it with them, and not one of them had a jacket on. Not one of them. And that's the kind of dumbass stuff that really puts a target on everybody's back. You know, puts on everybody, every rider's back. And then we all start to get bad mouth because we're just the what's the word, cockroaches of the water that just infestate the waterways, and that's the way a lot of people look at it, and just see jet ski riders as an inconvenience and a pest, like motorbikes, like people on motorbikes when they're throwing their motorbikes around. So yeah, you're going to get it. You're always going to get it. You get it on the roads. You get it in, you know, boats do it, all that kind of stuff, bikes and stuff. So you do get it, but from our point of view as a community, we need to try and stop that and yeah, get it back to the way it was. Good vibes is what we need. Good vibes. All right. So now I need to change a page. Give me a second. Right. Okay. So I'm going to move on. If you've got any questions, anything you want to raise, I'm happy to discuss it. I know that some of the topics that we might have in the coming weeks from various guests could be a bit contentious, might ruffle up a few people. Disrespect and bad mouthing other riders is one of them, or 2 of them I should say, which we can discuss over the coming weeks. So we'll see how it all plays out. But I'm here as a platform. I want to try and get discuss things, raise things. I don't want it to be all about racing. Bobby Cardone, he covers that. That's his baby. I'll touch on it because it's an Australian flavour and it's on our doorstep. So yeah, I'll touch on it. I'm not experienced enough to know about it. I know of it, and I'm aware of aspects of it. I'm happy to cover it. I'm happy to help promote it. It's part of the broader jet ski community, so that won't change. But I want to touch on everything, including rec riding especially, because most of the people that are on the Facebook groups, they're not racers. They're all just recreational riders, and they're out with their families and stuff like that. So that's where I want to go. I want to get it to that, as well as continue to promote and talk about the racing side of stuff as well. So yeah, that's where we're going. So any events that are happening as well. And while we're on that, we talked briefly, I think it was with one of our guests last week in regards to Lindsay Warner. Now, for those of you that don't know Lindsay, he was on the show a while back last year, and he was talking about his circumnavigation on a jet ski around Australia. So he did mention at the end of our conversation, our chat, that he had aspirations to do New Zealand, and he's actually doing it. He's doing it right now. He's in the middle of doing it right now. Let's just flick over to his page, and we'll go. Let me get rid of these. I've got to get rid of a couple of pages. All right, here we go. All right, so Lindsay, yeah, Lindsay's on his circumnavigation. He's now there's his there's some of his pictures that he's taken, some of the people he's meeting on the way. Now we'll come to that in a second. We're going to talk about this. Last year when he did this, he put up some videos, which was really good to see, but I don't know if you guys can...
Jetski Australia in Jetski New Zealand. Hi, this is Lindsay Warner, Jetski Australia in Jetski New Zealand. Just got back into Wellington after 15 days of circumnavigation in the South Island, 9 days on the water, 6 days for weather breaks, and I've safely made it back into Wellington. There's the girl there. Running a bit rough at the moment. I think there's a bit of water in the fuel injectors, and we will get that fixed over the next couple of days and then head off around the North Island. So Jetski Australia's in Jetski New Zealand, having done half of the project, which is the South Island. Stay safe, look forward to giving you some further updates. Have a good day.
So there you go. He's on the he's done the South Island, just completed that. It was posted a couple of days ago. So he's on his way up to the South Island now, the North Island, sorry, and hopefully he's documenting it all, because like last year I said, he posted various clips from being in various areas around Australia, but he was posting them as he was doing it. He hasn't done that this time, so that maybe makes me think that that he's documenting it all and he's going to make a video of it. So it would be interesting. Fingers crossed. I hope he is, because I think it would be really good to see it. So yeah, so he's completed his South Island. This is some of the people he's been meeting. Now he docked his, he anchored his ski. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay, one of them is quite blurry, but you can see his ski on the rocks at the water there. He anchored it on the in the water, and then came back the following period of time, whatever it was, and that's how he found his ski. He didn't realise it in Doubtful Sound. He had tides to deal with there as well. So I think it was just slipped his mind. Probably exhaustion after all the riding he's done. But he, it certainly is a great effort, Bell and Alex. Yeah, I admire the man. I'm actually quite jealous, as I think most riders would be, because he actually gets to go and do it, and he doesn't have, he's just a free spirit. He just goes and does it. So I think it's a fantastic effort so far. And once he's done the North Island, it's going to be an epic trip to add to his resume. But as you say there, he had to get help from a few people and using some old branches and sticks to help get his ski lifted and back into the water. So something else to add to your stories. There's no great, he's always going to have a great story to tell. Yeah, so he's done that. So I'm hoping to get him on actually. Once I sent a message to him just after he started the trip. He has been on Facebook, but I don't think he checks his messages that often. So I'm hoping at some point I can get a hold of him and get him on the show and talk about his New Zealand trip. And if he has video or footage or whatever, then we can share it with you as well. So that would be a fantastic thing to do. Another great achievement from an Aussie, from a rider down under. And so yeah, well done to Lindsay. Long may you stay safe and enjoy the rest of your journey. Okay, so here's something for some people. Billy, this could suit you, mate. I'm just looking at this right now. This might suit you. This coming Sunday, a ride has been organised by Camo Crichton. Now, I'm pretty sure I saw this link to this event was posted in the Jetski Riders Brisbane and Gold Coast. So it should still, it'll be in there somewhere. Look for Camo Crichton. That's the man you're looking for. He's organised it, and if the people that have said they're going actually turn up, he's going to have about 20 people so far. So nice and easy thing. It's just a bunch of single riders, all heading over to. Give me a second. Let me just make sure I get this in the window. You guys can see this. Don't know if this is working. Ooh, it might be frozen. I'm not entirely sure. I'm wondering if the signal keeps dropping out. Oh, we're going now. All right, so yeah, so everyone, the event's for singles, either with or without a jet ski, or any watercraft wishing to meet other like-minded singles with the same passion for water. If you have extra room on your vessel or on your ski, please post availability in the group. And then if you don't have a watercraft or a ski or that, just post that you're looking for a ride or a lift to get over to South Morton. So hey, listen, if you're single, great opportunity to meet other single people. Go for it. I think it's a great little initiative. So yeah, so Camo Crichton is the person you're looking for that posted it. If you can, for ski, for jet ski. It's one way of getting over to Morton Island. You could just say you're single and then say right, bye. Although you'd be stuck over there. Or you could come back with somebody else, Tralee. Anyway, so there you go. Yeah, so that's that, and I think that was. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think I'm pretty much done. Guys, I've got this is just a quick plug. I've got, if you haven't been following the Jetski Republic page lately, we do have some t-shirts and mugs and some caps on order. That'll be here shortly. Some people have been putting orders in, so I thank them for that. But if you're looking for your mug, your Jetski Republic mug, t-shirts, or your baseball cap, just drop me a message, and we'll sort you out. The other thing as well is, as I've said last week and the week before, the year ahead for us is going to be a focus of trying to increase the brand, so to speak, or the stream across the community and Facebook as well, just in general to other people. But also we want to, like from me personally, I'm trying to get into more of the live stream events. So this is where I fancy, I want to get into it. After doing the state championships last year, I was actually relatively surprised at how well that happened, how well that went for me, and I hope that people got something from it. Yeah, the commentary was probably lacking, but it's actually difficult myself as the streamer to actually operate everything and also see exactly what's happening out on the field and describing what's happening out on the field. When it comes to the SCX competition, which we'll be streaming live up in Alex Heads in June. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Tralee. Someone that knows the riders and can recognise the riders as well. It's like I say, it's difficult to focus on the riders in the event and operate all this as well at the same time. It is a bit difficult. Hey, listen, we can discuss about it, Tralee. We can go off air and we can have a chat about it later, and we can. Tralee, if you want to meet up, I'm not that far from you guys. I know that you're just down the road from Redland Hospital. I'm in Thornlands myself, so I'm happy to meet up for a coffee if you fancy, and we can have a chat about it. So we'll see. Yeah, just let me know. Drop me a message. I know it was better than nothing, and the whole idea was just to let people see it. And I know that the people in New Zealand had I think Ben and some of your team, Tralee, 81 Racing. I'm sure they had they actually thanked me for the fact that they were able to watch their loved ones race because they couldn't get over. So it did some good. So, but you're right, Tralee. I think of having spoken with Matty O'Connor, sorry, about the SCX. My understanding at the moment is that there will be somebody available for that that can commentate on it. Hey, we can still have a chat. There's nothing wrong with meeting up for a coffee if you fancy it. I know I wasn't sure if you want to meet in yourself, but hey, listen, happy to discuss it. So yeah, that's pretty much yeah. Hey, listen, it would be surely SCX is a big thing for me. I can't believe Matty asked me. So I'm looking forward to it, but I had no expectations or pressure for state championships because I just rocked up and set it all up and did it. And to be honest, I wasn't even sure if it would even work properly due to the internet connection, and it worked perfect. So I think the pressure's on because of the expectations there to deliver, and that's where I'm going to feel it. So it should be good. And that's all I want to do. I want to enjoy it, but I also want to make sure it's done right as well, so it gives Matty's event justice and makes it look good as well. So yeah, watch this space. I've still got a few months to go yet, and I've got a lot of ground to. I've got a few things to put in place before we can make it happen properly. So we'll see how it all goes. It'll be good. Yeah. So anyway, off of that as well, obviously I've got the SCX event. I'm keen to do other events as well, sports events, or anything that you believe would benefit from a stream that would let other people in a different country or promote your brand or your event in a good way. If you believe it's something that you would get value in, drop me a message and we can chat about it. Happy to discuss it. So, Tralee, I don't know if your go-kart people would even, I don't know if they stream any of their races, so it might be something you could maybe mention to them there and see if it's something they might be interested in. Yeah, it's definitely an area that I want to grow the Jetski Republic into, and then go from there. So the whole thing, I just want it to grow and grow and grow. So if it means bringing people in to help, then so be it. It'll be good. So anyway, back to Jetski and stuff. We're pretty much done. Everything's covered. We've got, did we get Alan's event? We haven't had Alan's event actually, so give me Alan's, let me see where that is. Alright, so Alan Skinner sent me this video from Australia Day. I believe it's Australia Day. He might be able to correct me on that. It certainly looks like Australia. Ride to Tangalooma. I'm just going to let it play, and then you people can just enjoy it. Everyone can enjoy it. And yeah, here's Alan's video from last week. you go. That's Alex Skinner's video. Night ride as well. So we've talked about that over the past couple of weeks. So yeah, that's any questions in regards to night lights, again, message me. Happy to discuss, happy to chat with you about it and point you in the right direction. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Listen, guys, we're gonna finish up, and we're pretty much done for the night. I think we've covered everything that we need to cover, and yeah, so we'll go from there. We'll finish up with a video that I've got from the Victorian ski riders, the boys down in obviously Melbourne and Victoria. A couple of their boys were up here, up Queensland way, a couple of months back before Christmas, and they did a ride up to Yagari or Fraser Island. So this here's just a view, a rundown of the trip that they had to Fraser Island. Listen, everybody, wherever you're up to this weekend, if you're going out on rides, be safe, look after each other, have a great time, be respectful to each other, and be patient with each other as well. Here's your video. Guys, I'll see you all next week at 7 o'clock, same place, same time. All the best. Take care.
Bye. God is everywhere, even in a kiss. So why do you think I don't know when you're lying? Know when you're trying to hide how you feel from me. You hate it when I stare. You say you can't resist. So why do you keep your secrets alive? You need to let them die. Confess all your sins to me. My eyes are like a lie machine. I know you try to hide from me. I don't know why you lie to me. I wish you would confide in me. I tried. My eyes are like a lie machine. I know you try to hide from me. I don't know why you lie to me. I think you need to let go of your pride. My eyes are like I won't let you be the one who always hurt my feelings. I don't want to be with you if you keep on deceiving me with all these things you say. You know I don't believe them. Every time I let you in, you leave me bruised and bleeding. If you really love me, girl, then look into my eyes. Tell me all the things you told me that were really lies. Keep looking to the left and checking on your phone. But you think that says to me you don't really care. From eyes I know a lie machine. I know you try to hide from me. I don't know why you lie to me. I wish you would confide in me. I tried. My eyes are like a lie machine. I know you try to hide from me. I don't know why you lie to me. I think you need to let go of your pride. My eyes are like a lie machine, lie machine, lie machine, lie machine, lie machine, lie to make it right. try. My eyes are like a lie machine. I know you're trying to hide from me. I don't know why you lie to me. I think you need to let go of your pride. My eyes are like a lie machine. I know you're trying to hide from me. I don't know why you lie to me. I wish you would confide in me. I tried. My eyes are like a lie machine. I know you're trying to hide from me. I don't know why you lie to me. I think you need to let go of your pride. My eyes are like a lie machine, lie machine, lie machine, lie machine, lie machine.